All right, hello everyone, Eduardo here again. I'm going to kind of do a little slow step-by-step through the code that I have and basically how the temperature probe is going to sample temperature and maintain temperature within the aquarium. So we got the Arduino IDE here. Basically right off the bat, I went ahead and utilized some libraries that call for some the capabilities of the whole smart aquarium. This Dallas temperature library allows the DS18B20 temperature probe that is waterproof to be able to be used and utilized by the Arduino. So I incorporated that in here. We also use the one-wire library that allows the actual transfer of serial data from the actual temperature probe into the device. Without that, that function wouldn't be possible. So then I went ahead and also incorporated the Blink coding for the Blink software that I went ahead and utilized to control the smart aquarium functions remotely. So we went ahead and used the ESP library here that calls forth those general functions as well. All of that is explained in the process of trying to use the Blink application, so it's just a matter of following those instructions. Then I went ahead and entered my wireless access points information here. This is a unique set of characters to my phone for pairing. Then this is the actual access point name followed up by a password. So now you all know my information. Now I'm going to have to change it, so thanks. Anyways, moving forward, I went ahead and declared some values for some of these variables just to keep it simple. I also included some comments here to make it pretty straightforward. Again, we go ahead and begin serial. That's pretty straightforward as well. Then we're enabling the wireless setup. Then we enable the sensors begin, which basically starts all those functions within their libraries. Then I ensure that each one of these pins is selected to be an output. This is basically all the outputs from the ESP SparkFun device that control all the functions within the aquarium. So it's basically sending digital outputs. All right, now I have included some more of the Blink coding here. We run Blink, and then I delay for 5 seconds just to hopefully make everything run a little bit smoother. Now we get into the nitty-gritty as far as the serial print of the temperature probe in the aquarium. So as you can see, I'm digitally printing some of this information here, or excuse me, serial printing it. And here's a spot in the code where I basically allow the user, whether that be myself or whoever uses this code, to go ahead and select an ideal temperature that you want the aquarium to be, staying at. Like right here, as you can see, it is 78 degrees Fahrenheit is the ideal temperature. Now, my additional coding below it allows for a deviation of +2 or -2 degrees from that ideal temperature before you start activating things such as heaters or coolers to go ahead and maintain the ideal temperature. So you have like, what is that, a 4 degree temperature variable before anything gets changed. And that, in a nutshell, is the coding and basically what it does. It's very simple. I won't ever claim that the coding for this device is difficult. The difficult area of this project was pretty much physically assembling it and getting all the hardware to jive. That was a huge headache. So let's go ahead and bring up the serial monitor so that you can actually see it working. Here's an actual little clip of the actual DS18B20 temperature probe. It's stainless steel. It's cool stuff. You can just submerge it without any problems of, shorting it out, whatnot. So right here I have a cup of ice water. Well, mostly ice water. Mostly water, actually. I will start the serial monitor, and it will probably give me an ambient temperature. All right, so as you can see, reading right here, we have 75 degrees Fahrenheit being read. That's ambient temperature. I'm right next to a dishwasher here, so it's probably not really assisting. Let's go ahead and drop the temperature. So I just stuck it into the cup with the ice. I also want to bring to your attention here, my trackpad's going to start working, that it also tells you the indicator of cooling or heating based on current conditions. So currently it is measuring 47.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Because that is below ideal temperature, you turn a heater on to go ahead and change the internal temperature. Now, obviously, since we're not actually controlling the aquarium right now, since I don't need it to be turned on heat-wise, it's just for an example, that's not going to be really having any bearing. So now I'm going to just hold on to the temperature probe, and we're going to increase the temperature. It's right in my hand. Oh, look at that jump. Now it's 63, 74. Remember, our ideal temperature was 78. So hopefully we bounce past 78. Oh, there it is. Now it says cooling is on since we are above our ideal temperature. So that's basically how this whole thing works as far as monitoring temperature. You choose your ideal temperature and maintain it plus or minus 2 degrees. Hope you all learned something. If you have any questions, feel free, again, reach out.